Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir. Let me complete the process of admission in coming 2 minutes. Sir, we have two urgent things to consider. We have done with a chapter called Basic Organic Chemistry, right? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yesterday, I have forwarded one video on Jaldal estimation. Have you seen that YouTube video? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Jaldal estimation of nitrogen. I uploaded one video yesterday. Have you watched that? Should I share it again?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please share.
Come on, a few, let us look at Hall's method. Just now I have shared one video on Jaldal method. Okay? Okay? I have shared two videos with you. I want you to watch them. Okay? Without fail. Will you please watch them, sir? Hello? Hello? A lot of work is there for you to do, man. Really. A lot of work indeed, I tell you. This is the time where we have to work. So far we have relaxed, right? All of you, did I share this book with you earlier? Hello? Did I share this book with you? Organic chemistry, some basic principles called exemplar problems. Did I share this book with you, sir? I say I don't want to mute you, sir. I feel it is insulting to mute my students. With all respect, I don't want to mute you. May I request you to maintain silence from your side? Thank you so much. Because why should I mute my students?
Yes, sir, you have shared the
Sir, did I share this booklet with you? Organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques, objective questions.
Yes,
These
sir.
are called exemplar problems. Did I share this, sir?
You shared, sir.
Sir, for IITG in mains, we have 25 questions, 100 marks, sir. If you want to score all 100 marks in the mains, only two things you need to do. First thing is reading the NCERT book cover to cover, doing all the problems given in the lesson. Second thing is doing this book called exemplar problems. If you do these two things, you get 100 by 100 in IIT mains. For advance, you require a little more information that you can do later on. Yes, sir? What did you say? Hello? Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
So you need to do only two things. One thing is doing NCERT, second thing is doing exemplar. So for example, which of the following is the correct IUPAC name? Can you identify correct IUPAC name? When you write the structure, you will be knowing whether it is a correct IUPAC name or not. Okay, sir? Yes, sir. The only way to solve this problem is write the given structure, check whether the given name is correct or wrong. In 1 and 2, which is right, sir? In alphabetical order, E comes first and M comes next. So 2 must be the wrong answer, 1 must be the right answer. There is a key mistake in this book about that, but don't worry. You should see all these questions. Okay, sir?
Sir, you have just shared this chapter only, sir, not the book. Only 17 pages chapter you have shared.
I did not share this with you. Anyway, I will share it to you. But for the
No, sir,
midterm exam,
you shared,
okay.
but only this chapter you have shared, sir. Organic chemistry chapter you have shared.
Whatever you want, I can share, or you can download yourself. You type exemplar problems in 11th class chemistry chapter name. The government
Okay.
of India has provided free of cost. Anybody can download. Okay. So that's not a
Okay.
big deal. Now, that is one thing. All of you try to download this or share. Somebody can share with you. You try to do this. The entire questions you should try. Now I am showing you 5 questions I am doing for a model. Okay. Question number 1, randomly choose a number, sir. Any number? Any number? Okay, question number 5. In which of the following functional group isomerism is not possible? In alcohol, alcohols are functional isomeric with ethers. Aldehydes are functional isomeric with ketones. Cyanides are functional isomeric with isocyanates. In alkyl
Sir, for
halides,
physical chemistry also we should do NCRT and this
sir, if you
exemplar
want to
problems.
Sir, if you want to score good marks in IITG mains, only 2 things you need to read. One is NCERT cover to cover. 2 is exemplar problems. The questions, as a rule, they are making from only these 2 resources because of Supreme Court judgment. Okay, sir? So I made it abundantly clear whether it is organic, inorganic, or physical. These 2 are must. Extra any book you want, you can read. I have no problem. Extra anything you can read. First, you should love your mother. After loving your mother, you can love any auntie on the road. I have no objection. I have absolutely no objection. But first, you learn to respect your mother. She is most important. Okay? She is equal to Allah, I tell you. I am there enough. Okay?
Sir,
Like your
for
mother,
physics and
your
maths also.
NCRT. Yes, sir. What did you say? Yes, sir.
For physics and maths also, sir.
Sir, the government of India made it a rule, but I don't know what your physics teacher, math teacher would say. I don't know. I am talking about court judgment and pattern. This is a secret. If you say same thing to math teacher, he may disagree. I don't know. If you say same thing to physics teacher, he may disagree. I don't know. But I am telling you a trade secret. This is what the government of India made mandatory. Others may be knowing, may not be knowing. I don't not interested in arguments. But if you want to score well, you have to cover NCRT, you have to do exemplar. Okay? And you don't put this fact to others because if they don't know, they will argue. A successful man will never argue, mind you. You should do your job. This is a trade secret. Okay, sir? You understood?
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't quote my name, sir said like this, we want to do like that, means the other teachers may feel offended. They may dislike this idea. But this is the fact. I shared with you. Up to you what you do. Okay. Now coming back, we are
Excuse me, sir.
looking at the example. And exemplar problems are available in all the subjects free of cost. Let us look at question number 6, sir. The fragrance of flowers is due to the presence of some steam volatile organic compound called essential oils. These are generally insoluble in water at room temperature, but are miscible with water vapor in vapor phase. A suitable method for the extraction of these oils from the flowers is called what? Steam distillation. What is it called? What is it called, sir? Hello.
Distillation.
Okay. It is given in the NCRT book also. You can check up the answer also. Here, this is the way to check up the answer. This is the 6th question. which has only one correct answer. The other model is more than one correct answer. Question number 6. Fourth option. What is the fourth option, sir? What is the fourth option, sir? Steam distillation. Okay, sir?
Yes,
If
sir.
a compound is decomposing at its boiling point, the glycerin from the spent lye in soap industry, the compound which decomposes at its boiling point is separated by distillation under reduced pressure. If different compounds have different degrees of solubility in a solvent, then they can be separated by crystallization. If two liquids differ in their boiling point by more than 30 degrees centigrade, then they can be separated by distillation. If different components differ in their boiling point by less than 20 degrees, then they are separated by fractional distillation. So that's it. Now let us look at question number 10, for example. Correct IUPAC name of this compound. The longest carbon chain has 6 carbons. You should count from ethyl group to ethyl group. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The longest carbon chain has 6 carbons, so it is hex. It is 3,4-dimethyl hexane. The right IUPAC name is given as 3,4-dimethyl hexane. Okay, sir? Let us look at another question. Say question number 12. Ionic species are stabilized by dispersal of charge. Which of the following carboxylate ion is most stable? Which is most stable, sir, in the 4?
Option 4.
Option 4, because the negative charge is dispersed through resonance between two oxygens, also through the inductive effect of two fluoride groups, two fluorine groups. Option 4. So like that, all these questions you should try to answer, sir. Also, you can have more than one correct option. See, electrophiles are electron-seeking species. Which of the following groups contain only electrophiles? Electrophiles means which love electrons. Say, first option is wrong because in a H2O, oxygen has a lone pair of electrons. In fact, it is a nucleophile. Ammonia is not a electrophile, it is a nucleophile. So first option is wrong. Which is the best option, sir? Third option is best. Why third option is best, sir? Here there is NO2 plus is electrophile, CH3 plus is electrophile, CH3CO is also electrophile. What about the second option, sir? Aluminum is electron deficient electrophile. Sulfur is having empty d orbitals. NO2 has positive charge. Can you see that really? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
you should try to answer these questions, and also answers are given at the end of this. Not only objective questions, sir. You have short answer questions. You should try to answer them. Let us look at this short answer question. You have to look at compounds number 1 to 6, sir. One is 1-butanol, 2-butanol. Third one is 2-methyl-2-propanol. The fourth one is 2-methyl-1-propanol. And the fifth one is ethoxyethane. Sixth one is 1-methoxypropane. The seventh one is 2-methoxypropane. Now answer, which of the above compound form pair of metamers? Sir, which will make metamers, sir? Can 1 and 2 be called metamers, sir?
No.
They are position isomers. Can I call 5 and 6 as metamers?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
They are metamers. A compound
Sir, you are not audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, screen not stuck.
Sir, you are not audible.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are
Yes,
here
In
sir.
only.
between,
Your voice is not
in
audible.
between,
Yes, sir.
in between we got disconnected. Anyway, congratulations. Sir, this is the book. I want you to try all the questions. Not only single correct answer, multiple correct option, assertion, reason type, short answer, long answer, all variants in the questions after reading the book. If you
Sir,
complete the
still screen
NCRT
is not
book,
visible.
what did you say, sir? Hello?
Sir, for midterm. Your screen is not visible, sir.
So you're not doing screen share.
Now is it visible?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Hello? Is it
Sir,
visible now?
screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now is it visible?
Sir, for midterm, sir.
Now, for not midterm, I am talking about IIT G mains exam. For midterm exam, you don't have this chapter. Okay, sir? So after your midterm exam, तरीका जो होता है वो मैं बता रहा हूँ. आप ऐसा करना है एनसीईआरटी बुक एकदम से ठीक ढंग से पढ़ाई करना, साथ साथ में एग्जाम्पलर प्रॉब्लम्स करना. अगर ये दोनों चीज आप 100% करेगा तो आपको 100 को 100 मिलेगा. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कोई डाउट नहीं. अप टू मेंस. फॉर एडवांस वी रिक्वायर एक्स्ट्रा प्रिपरेशन वी मेक लेटर ऑन. So for your midterm exam, you have only first 6 chapters: atomic structure, periodic table, chemical bond, states of matter, thermodynamics. Like that, they gave a list. Okay. Hello.
No, sir.
Are
You
you
given
clear?
important questions. If you do that,
If you do important questions, that's enough. They gave important questions means only same questions they will give. And I was told that chemical bond chapter, Arif sir he has not done. Is it true?
Yes,
Not
sir.
done, sir.
If
yes,
chemical
sir.
bond
Yes,
chapter
sir.
is not, no, if chemical bond chapter is not done, I don't mind to do myself. No problem. If you cooperate, I can complete in 4 days.
Yes, sir.
Anyway,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to do it. If not today, tomorrow you have to do it. Why can't we do it now?
Yes, sir. We
Should
can
we
do,
do,
sir.
sir? If you
Yes, sir.
permit me, I want to do chemical bond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Then we are doing it. Straight away, we are starting. Okay? Okay. So, sir, what is chemical bond? Yes, sir. Sir, should we start the chemical bond now?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
If you
sir.
cooperate, we can do. If you cooperate, we can complete in 4 days. Today is 21st. 25th onwards, you have preparatory holidays. So We will be completing on 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. In these 4 days, we are going to do it. If you can do it, you are wonderful. You are going to hit IITG like hell. Let us accept this challenge. हम दिल से काम करेंगे, मेहनत मोहब्बत से काम करेंगे, है ना?
Yes.
अभी हम शुरू करेंगे कि chemical bond. Now, sir, what is chemical bond?
Formation of chemical compound.
I would say bond means love, attraction. You are bonded to your mother, you are bonded to your father, you are bonded to your sister. Bond का मतलब थोड़ा मोहब्बत का चीज होता है. When there is a love and attraction, there is a sharing and there is caring. When there is a sharing and when there is caring, there is comfort, there is relaxation, there is release of energy. So whenever there is a chemical bond, there is an attraction between chemical species like atoms, ions, molecules. Due to this attraction, they get a stability. Whenever they are getting stability, energy is released. Any process where energy is released is called exothermic process that gives stability. Now the question, why chemical bonding? Why attractions? Scientists have observed that there are noble gases called helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These atoms are not combining with anybody. The helium atoms even don't combine with themselves. It means these atoms are already stable. If they are already stable, why they are stable? The Louis Cossel, etc. have studied and noticed most of the noble gases have 8 electrons in the valence shell. So all other atoms try to get 8 electrons in the valence shell. Just before noble gases, there are 17th group elements called halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These halogen atoms have 7 electrons in the valence shell. So they try to gain 1 electron so that they also get 8 electrons like noble gases. After noble gases, you have, sir, after noble gases, you have first group metals. Let us suppose helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. They are there in the 18th group. Before 18th group, you have fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They have 7 electrons in the valence shell. The noble gases have 8 electrons in the valence shell, outer level 8 electrons. After 18th group, you have first group elements like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. They have, after the required 2 electrons, the lithium has 1 extra electron. After required 8 electrons, sodium has 1 extra electron. After required 8 electrons, potassium has 1 extra electron. The first group elements have 1 extra electrons after near noble gas configuration. So the halogens which have 7 electrons want to gain 1 extra electron. So the fluorine also gets 8 electron, chlorine gets 8 electron, bromine gets 8 electron, iodine gets 8 electrons in outer level. The first group metals, they try to lose the 1 extra electron so that after losing 1 extra electron, they get the nearest noble gas configuration. So scientists thought that all atoms tends to lose or gain or share their valence electrons so that they also get octet, that is 8 electrons in valence shell like noble gases. In their attempt to get 8 electrons in valence shell, some metals lose electrons, some non-metals gain electrons. If both are non-metals, they
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Yes, sir.
He got disconnected.
the bond now suppose you are looking at sodium. Sodium atomic number 11. It has 2, 8, 1 electrons like 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. And if you are looking at chlorine, that has 17 electrons, atomic number 17, like 2, 8, 7. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Now, in order to get octet, the sodium has to lose this extra electron. In order to get octet, the chlorine should gain an extra electron. So when the sodium and chlorine come together, the sodium loses its valence electron and chlorine tries to gain that electron so that chlorine gets octet, sodium is left out with octet. Therefore, scientists thought that atoms tend to get octet of electrons like noble gases either by losing or by gaining or by sharing electrons. A bond formed by losing and gaining involve formation of a positive ion and formation of a negative ion. This type of bond, which involve transfer of electrons from a metal to non-metal, is called ionic bond or electrovalent bond. If you are looking at hydrogen, hydrogen has one electron, another hydrogen has one electron. No hydrogen can take away electron from other hydrogen. So they compromise and share this electron pair. This gives one electron, this gives another electron. The electron pair is shared so that both hydrogens got noble gas-like configuration, helium-like configuration. So the bond formed by sharing of electron pair, that is formed by contribution of both atoms, is called covalent bond. Due to either ionic bond or due to covalent bond, atoms tend to get octet of electrons. Small atoms like hydrogen tend to get 2 electrons called a doublet like helium. Due to this, a chemical bond forms. So the purpose of chemical bond is to provide noble gas-like configuration to individual atoms. The chemical bond can form either by transfer of electrons. Electrons are lost by metal, electrons are gained by non-metal, or by sharing of electron pairs. If you want electrons to be transferred, one must be a non-metal with more electronegativity, one must be a metal with low electronegativity. Electronegativity difference must be more than 1.7. One must be metal, one must be non-metal. Then they can have ionic bond, which is also called electrovalent bond. To make electrovalent bond, the number of electrons lost by metal is called its electrovalency. For sodium, potassium, it can be +1. For calcium, magnesium, it can be +2. For aluminum, it can be +3, where this is the number of electrons lost by metal. The halogens gain 1 electron, electrovalency is 1. Oxygen-like atoms gain 2 electrons, nitrogen-like atoms gain 3 electrons to get octet. So electrovalency means number of electrons lost or gained. Covalency means number of electron pairs shared. So this is an idea. Why chemical bond? To get stability. How to get stability? By losing energy. How do they lose energy? By getting octet of electrons like noble gas. How do they get octet of electrons? Either by losing and gaining on approach or by sharing. Who will lose? Metals lose. Who gain? Non-metals gain. What is the rule? Electronegativity difference more than 1.7. Who will share electrons? Atoms whose electronegativities are very close or identical atoms share. How many electrons atoms can share? They can share one electron pair, which is represented by a small I, or they can share two electron pairs, which can be represented by two simple lines, or they can share three electron pairs, which can be represented by three small lines. How to decide how many electrons are shared? The number of unpaired electrons they have in the valence shell. If you look at oxygen, oxygen has two unpaired electrons. Nitrogen has three unpaired electrons. As many unpaired electrons are there, as many pairs they can make and share. So that's it. Now let us look at what the NCERT book says on this count. We are looking at a lesson called chemical bond. Sir, we are looking at NCERT book titled Chemical Bond. What is chemical bond? Attractive force which holds various constituent atoms, ions together in different chemical species is chemical bond. There are many theories to explain chemical bond. Coase-Lewis approach. Lewis postulated that atoms achieve the stable octet 8 electrons like noble gas when they are linked by chemical bonds. The stable outer octet electrons can be represented by Lewis dot formula. What is Lewis dot formula? You try to write the valence electron of an atom by dot. If you look at the configuration of lithium, which has 3 electrons, 1s2, 2s1. Only 2s1 electron you represent by a dot. If you are looking at beryllium, whose atomic number is 4, configuration 1s2, 2s2, only 2s electrons you represent by 2 dots. If you are looking at boron, atomic number 5, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. It has 3 electrons in the second level, 3 dots. If you are looking at carbon, atomic number 6, its configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. 2s2, 2p2 means 4 valence electrons by 4 dots. Nitrogen, atomic number 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 5 valence electrons, 5, how they are representing? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Dot
5.
symbol.
One electron is a pair, 1 electron pair, 3 unpaired electrons. If you are looking at oxygen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 6 electrons. It's like that, only valence electrons are shown by dots or cross marks. This is called Lewis dot formula. So Lewis symbols will represent how many valence electrons an atom has. Hello? Hello? Now, are we very clear about it? The number of electrons an atom has in the outer level is called its valency or group valency. According to Cosell, you can see the periodic table. Highly electronegative elements are halogens, which are just before noble gases. Highly electropositive elements are alkali metals, which are after noble gases. And halogens make negative ions by gaining electrons. Alkali metals make positive ions by losing electron. The negative and positive ions are getting octet of electrons like noble gases. Once they make positive negative ions, not only they get octet of electrons, they also start loving each other. For example, when Na loses 1 electron to Cl, Na becomes Na plus cation, Cl becomes Cl minus anion. The Na plus has 8 electrons in the outer level, Cl minus also has 8 electrons in the valence level. Once they make positive negative ion, they start attracting electrostatically. The electrostatic attraction between Na plus Cl minus is called ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Similarly, if you look at calcium, calcium has Ar4s2. It has 2 extra electrons than argon. If it loses 2 electrons, it becomes like Ca plus 2 argon-like configuration. Fluorine gains 1 electron, it becomes F minus like neon. Because calcium is losing 2 electrons, you require 2 fluorines to take 2 electrons. So you got CaF2. Ca plus 2 is electrostatically attracted by 2F minus. That the bond formed between opposite charged ions is called ionic bond. Once you have NaCl, each Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ions. Each Cl minus is surrounded by 6 Na plus ions to make a solid crystal. This type of arrangement where each Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus, each Cl minus is surrounded by 6 Na plus, you make something called face-centered cube solid, FCC. Each particular ionic compound ions are arranged in a solid crystalline form, and every crystalline form has a specific way of arranging ions. It can be like face-centered cube in NaCl, where each Na is surrounded by 6 Cl minus, each Cl is surrounded by 6 Na plus. The number of ions surrounding each particular ion is called coordination number. In NaCl, coordination number is 6, is 6 to 6. If you look at cesium chloride, each cesium is surrounded by 8 Cl minus, every Cl minus is surrounded by 8 cesium plus. That arrangement is called body-centered cube. So as a rule, ionic compounds are crystalline solids with a specific arrangement of ions. And these electrostatic attractions give extraordinary stability. The energy released due to attraction between opposite ions is called lattice energy. What is it called, sir? Lattice energy. Ionic compounds are always stabilized by lattice energy. The driving force for the formation of ionic compound is called lattice energy. So that's about ionic bond. So Cosel's ideas are helpful to understand ionic bond. Lewis' ideas are helpful to understand covalent bond. So Cosel and Lewis developed the electronic theory of chemical bond, which says all the atoms tend to get octet of electrons in their valence level to get stability. The octet of electrons, like noble gases, are achieved either by losing and gaining electrons in ionic bond or by sharing electron pairs in covalent bond. The covalent bond was explained by Langmuir. If you are looking at Cl, Cl has 7 electrons where 1 electron is not paired. The two Cl atoms, when they share the unpaired electron, they make a pair, and this is called bonding electron pair. Both Cl's got octet. The bond is represented by hyphen. Look here. When you are looking at water, H2O, hydrogen has 1 unpaired electron. 2 hydrogens have 1 unpaired electron each. Oxygen has 2 electron pairs above and below and 2 unpaired electron left side, right side. The unpaired electron of oxygen and the unpaired electron of hydrogen make a bond. Similarly, right side. So H2O. After the bond formation, each atom get noble gas-like configuration. Similarly, carbon has 4 unpaired electrons. Each Cl has 7 electrons, out of which 1 is unpaired. That unpaired electron of chlorine and carbon make a pair. So 4 bonds. Each carbon makes 4 bonds with 4 chlorines, CCl4. This type of bond, which is formed by sharing of electrons, is called covalent bond. Generally, the number of covalent bonds made by an atom is equal to number of unpaired electrons it has. Sometimes carbon can share 2 electron pairs with each oxygen. That is a double bond, C double bond O, C double bond O. Whenever 2 electron pairs are shared between 2 atoms, one bond is strong sigma bond, the other bond is called weak pi bond. Sometimes 2 atoms can share 3 electron pairs, then one is strong sigma bond and remaining 2 are called pi bonds. You look at, for example, in C2H4, each carbon is making a double bond with another carbon and 2 single bonds with hydrogens. So it is C2H4. In nitrogen, you can see 2 nitrogen atoms are sharing 3 electron pairs. So it is called N triple bond N. Whereas each nitrogen is having an electron pair not involved in bonding. That is called a lone pair. So like that, based on the way the electron pairs are shared, different molecules are formed. How a covalent bond is formed is represented in Lewis dot formula. Let us try to learn how to write the Lewis dot formula. Let us start writing Lewis dot formula. Sir, you want to write Lewis dot formula for H2 formation. How to do? In H2, how many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens are there. Each hydrogen has how many electrons? You know, hydrogen electron configuration is 1s1. It means each hydrogen has 1 electron. So 2 hydrogens have how many electrons, sir? 2 hydrogens have total how many valence electrons? 2. These 2 electrons you write as an electron pair between these 2 atoms. It has 2 electrons like helium, it has 2 electrons. So this is called Lewis way of writing H2. Let us try to write Lewis dot formula for O2. How many oxygen atoms are there? 2. What is the electronic configuration of oxygen? Atomic number 8. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So how many valence electrons oxygen has, sir? How many are there?
6.
6. 2 oxygens have how many electrons in the valence level? 12.
12.
Now out of the 12, now you put at least 1 electron pair between 2 atoms. So 2 are over. Out of 12, 2 are over means how many are there, sir?
10.
How many are? 10. You write the remaining 10 as electron pairs starting with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. After distributing the available electrons, check, is it happy? Yes, happy because it has 8 electrons. Is it happy? No, it is not happy because it has only 6 electrons. To make this happy, you convert any of the lone pairs as another covalent bond between these 2 atoms. So you cut any 1 electron pair, write it as bond pair. And now if you have taken this, remaining 2 are there. It already has 2. Now check, is it happy? Yes. Is it happy? Yes, because both have octet. So this is the way to write oxygen. O double bond. Is it happy? Is it happy?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
is it happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you write the Lewis dot formula. 1, 2, 3 electron pairs. Lone pair, lone pair. You can also write this as N triple bond N, lone pair, lone pair. Are we very clear, sir?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes.
Let us try
Sir.
to write CH4 methane. The fellow who is only one is central atom. More than one are surrounding it. Logically, carbon has 4 unpaired electrons. It is supposed to make 4 bonds. Hydrogen has only 1 unpaired electron. It is supposed to make only 1 bond. Anyway. Now, carbon has how many valence electrons? Right configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. How many valence electrons? 4.
4.
4 hydrogens have how many electrons? 4 into 1, 4. Total how many electrons?
8.
Now 8 electrons. 8 you write such that each 2 atoms have at least one shared electron. Your 8 are over. Check, is it happy? Yes, like helium happy, 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 happy. Very good, you have written methane. No lone pairs on anybody.
Sir, our another class going to start, sir.
What did you say?
Sir, our maths
Hello?
class is started. Maths class started,
Oh
sir.
my God. Oh my God. I am closing. Now you got the Lewis dot formula. Practice using textbook up to
Yes,
this
sir.
point. Thank you. I am closing
Thank you,
class.
sir.
God bless you. Khuda